Hello, my name is Bernard Norcott-Mahany. I work at the Blueford branch of the Kansas City Public Library here in Kansas City. April is National Poetry Month, and every day this particular April I will be reading from Shakespeare, speeches or monologues. Poetry is meant to be read aloud, so I've gotten into the habit of reading poetry aloud when I read it, and I urge you to do likewise. Find a quiet place, so you're not disturbing others, and give your voice some room. So today's speech is from Henry IV, Part 1. This is a speech by Hotspur. Hotspur, Harry Percy, is the son of the Earl of Northumberland. The Earl of Northumberland and Harry Percy had supported Henry Bolingbroke, in his attempt to get rights and ultimately to take the throne from Richard II. Now Henry has gotten rather imperious, and Hotspur is presented as someone who is very much a free spirit and very hot-blooded, hence his nickname Hotspur. So here the king has basically demanded that the Percys hand over the prisoners that they have taken in a campaign that they fought recently. And Hotspur is unwilling to comply. My liege, I did deny no prisoners, but I remember when the fight was done, when I was dry with rage and extreme toil, breathless and faint, leaning upon my sword, came there a certain lord, neat and trimly dressed, fresh as a bridegroom, and his chin new reaped showed like stubble land at harvest home. He was perfumed like a milliner, and twixt his finger and his thumb he held a pouncet box, which ever and anon he gave his nose, and took it away again. Who therewith angry, when it next came there, took it in snuff, and still he smiled and talked. And as the soldiers bore dead bodies by, he called them untaught knaves, unmannerly, to bring a slovenly, unhandsome course betwixt the wind and his nobility. With many holiday and lady terms he questioned me, amongst the rest demanded my prisoners in your majesty's behalf. I then, all smarting with my wounds being cold, to be so pestered with a popinjay, out of my grief and impatience, answered neglectingly, I know not what. He should or he should not, for he made me mad to see him shine so brisk and smell so sweet, and talk so like a waiting gentlewoman of guns and drums and wounds. God save the mark. And telling me the sovereignest thing on earth was parmacity for an inward bruise, and that it was great pity so it was. This villainous saltpeter should be digged out of the bowels of the harmless earth, which many a good tall fellow hath destroyed so cowardly, and but for these vile guns he would himself have been a soldier. This bald, unjointed chat of his, my lord, I answered indirectly, as I said, and I beseech you, let not his report come current for an accusation betwixt my lord and your high majesty. So that's Hotspur's reply to Henry IV from Henry IV, Part 1.